students, so today we are going to start practice set 3.3. In practice set 3.3, the first problem that can be seen on a screen. In the figure 3.37, G, D, E, F are concentric point on a circle. Concentric means that point having on a circumference with center C. Angle ECF is 70 degree. Major arc DGF is 200. Find the major arc DE and major arc DEF is equal to what? So see, this is the diagram that C is the center point of the circle. So C is the center point of the circle and the point on a circumference is D, another is E, F and G. So these three all the points they are having on a circumference, so that all points are called the concyclic points because they are having on a circumference. So C is the center of the circle. So whatever be the angular measure of the central angle is equal to in front of the arc. So this is the ECF. So this ECF is the central angle and that ECF central angles is 70 degree. So major arc EF is equal to 70 degree. Then there is another thing is given to you that D, G and F. So that DGF arc is given 200 degree. So you want to find out DE and you want to find out DEF. So how can you find out? Just see. So what you are given, from that we are start. So major arc EF is equal to C. This is the arc EF, E and F. So this EF is the arc. So that EF arc having which central angle? So this EF arc having central angle ECF. See, this is the E, this is the C and this is the F. So this is the ECF. ECF is the central angle. So central angle ECF, the in front of the arc which is that EF. So angular measure of the central angle is equal to in front of the arc. So ECF is the central angle and that ECF central angle, the in front of the arc is EF. So ECF is 70 degree. So EF is equal to also 70 degree. So here is written major arc EF is equal to angle ECF. Definition of minor arcs or definition of central angle. Central angle, angular measure of the central angle is equal to in front of the arc. So ECF is equal to 70 degree given. So EF is equal to 70 degree. So here is you get EF is equal to 70 degree. That major arc EF is equal to 70 degree. Are you understand? See, this ECF is 70 degree. Angular measure of ECF is 70 degree. So in front of the arc is equal to same angular measure. So if it is 70 degree, so EF is equal to also 70 degree because it is the central angle. So see, this is the D, this is the G and this is the DGF plus major arc EF plus major arc D. So you want to find out D, so it is very easily. So when you are start from D, G and F, so this is the DGF, after that this is the EF, after that this is the DE. So total circle is completed. So we are substituting the value of this. So DGF is equal to 200 degree. So I write DGF is equal to 200 degree. EF we are finding that is the 70 degree. So I write the EF is equal to 70 degree. Major arc D is not given. So I write here major arc D and that I want to find out. So I write major arc D is as it is equal to 360 degree. Because the measure of arc, the angular measure of the arc of circle is 360 degree. So this is the major arc of the circle is 360 degree. So anyone doubt? See, how can you solve this problem? D, G, F. So this is the DGF arc. After that this is the EF arc. That angular measure you know. And which angular measure you don't know? You don't know the D. So you want to find out D. So when you are do the sum of this arc, then you are get angular measure of the circle, that is the 360 degree. So here is a right major arc DGF plus major arc EF plus major arc D is equal to 360 degree. Measure of circle is 360 degree. DGF is 200 degree, so I write 200 degree. Major arc EF is 70 degree, so I write here 70 degree. Major arc D I write as it is equal to 360 degree. 200 degree plus 70 degree. So 200 plus 70, 270 degree. Major arc DGF is equal to 200 degree. Major arc EF is equal to 70 degree, and major arc D I want to find out is equal to 360 degree. 200 plus 70, you get 270 degree. So I write 270 degree plus major arc D is equal to 360 degree. 270 is positive, go across negative. So major arc D is equal to 360 degree minus 270 degree. So 360 degree minus 270 degree, the remaining angle is 90 degree, because 360 minus 270 degree is remain 90 degree. Such a way you get major arc D is equal to 90 degree. So this major arc D you are getting 90 degree. Then what you want to find out? Then you want to find out major arc DEF. So it is very easy to find out major arc DEF. So see, major arc DEF is equal to major arc DE plus major arc EF. Okay, so I am write this formula: major arc DE plus major arc EF is equal to major arc DEF, arc addition postulates. Okay, so DE is equal to just we are finding 90 degree, and EF is equal to you are finding 70 degree. Substitute these values here. So major arc D is equal to 90 degree, major arc EF is equal to 70 degree. So 90 degree plus 70 degree you are getting 160 degree. So major arc DF is equal to 160 degree. Such a way you are getting this. So another problems. Second, in the figure 3.38, this is the figure 3.38. This QRS is the triangle, but this QRS triangle is the equilateral triangle. So this QRS triangle is the equilateral triangles, means all the three sides of the triangles are congruent. Okay, all the three sides of the triangles are congruent. So it is called equilateral triangle. So you want to prove that arc RS congruent arc QS congruent arc QR, and second thing you want to prove that major arc that is given, major arc QRS is 240 degree. Okay, so first thing is that you want to find out arc RS. See, this is the arc RS. You want to find out QS and you want to find out QR, means you want to show that these three arcs are congruent. So it is very easy to prove that three arcs are congruent, because there is having one of the theorem is that if the chords are congruent, then corresponding arcs are congruent. So see, this is the triangle QRS. This is the QRS triangle. So which is the sides of that? QR, RS and QS. So this QR is a chord, this RS is a chord, this QS is the chord. So these three chords are congruent. So why it is congruent? Because it is equilateral triangle. What is equilateral triangle? Equilateral triangle means all the sides of the triangles are congruent. So it is called the equilateral triangle. So this QR chord is congruent with RS chord, and this is congruent with QS chord. Means these three chords are congruent. So there is one of the theorem is that if the chords are congruent, corresponding arcs are congruent. Okay, with help of that we are just try to solve this problem. So QRS is an equilateral triangle, means all the three sides are congruent. So here we write segment RS, congruent segment QS, congruent segment QR, side of equilateral triangle. See, here is written segment RS, this is the segment RS, QS, segment QS, here is by mistake arc is written. So segment RS, segment QS and segment QR. These three sides are congruent, so these three segments are congruent, but that segments are a chord of the triangles, and this is the, if the chords are congruent, corresponding arcs are congruent. The arc of the same circle are equal if related chords are congruent. That is, I say directly, very simple language. If chords are congruent, arcs are congruent. So the chords are congruent. So here is, instead of segment we write only arc. Arc RS congruent arc QS congruent arc QR. Okay, this is very simple to prove that. Remember my students, it is very simple because it is equilateral triangle. So equilateral triangle means all the three sides are congruent. Okay, so all the three sides are congruent. If sides are congruent, then corresponding arcs are congruent. So QR congruent, here is RS congruent QS, QS congruent QR. So these three sides are congruent. So these three sides are congruent. Why? Because it is equilateral triangle. So if three sides are congruent, that three sides are chord. So if these three chords are congruent, then corresponding arcs are congruent. So arcs RS congruent with arcs QS congruent with arcs QR. Okay. Then see here. Let RSC RS is equal to QS is equal to QR is equal to you are considered as X. So here is major arc RS plus major arc QS plus major arc QR is equal to what? 360 degree, because total circle is completed. So X plus X plus X, because each angular measure is not given, so it is considered X, it is considered X, it is considered X. So X plus X plus X. Now here is written the arc RS angular measure X, arc QX angular measure X, RQR angular measure X. So X plus X plus X, how many it is? X plus X plus X, 3X. So 3X is equal to 360 degree. So 3X is equal to 360 degree. 3 is multiplying, go across, divide. So X is equal to 3 1 za 3, 3 2 za 6, 3 0 0. So X is equal to 120 degree. Okay, so X is equal to 120 degree. See how can I solve? 3 1 za 3, 3 2 za 6, 3 0 0. So X is equal to 120 degree. Such a way, so major arc RS plus major arc QS plus major arc QR is equal to 120 degree. So major arc QRS is equal to QR plus RS. So QR is 120 degree and this is RS is 120 degree. 120 plus 120, you are getting 240 degree. So major arc QRS is equal to 240 degree. Such a way, this problem is completed. Then here is in the figure 3.13, in the figure 3.39, the chord AB congruent chord CD. So in the figure chord AB, see this is the chord AB. So that AB chord congruent with chord CD. So AB chord and CD chord are congruent. So these chords are congruent. So student, remember, if AB chord is congruent, then arc AB is congruent. If CD chord is congruent, then arc CD is congruent. Okay. So what you want to prove that? Then you want to prove that arc AC is congruent with BD. So this AC and BD you want to show congruent. So it is very simple to prove that. So first, whatever be given, that can be right first. So there is given is chord AB congruent chord CD. Okay, see this chord AB congruent with chord CD. So I write here chord AB congruent chord CD. Reason given, दिलेला. Okay, so corresponding arcs are congruent. Chords congruent, so corresponding arcs congruent. So arc ACB is congruent with arc CBD. Okay, because chord ABC, this chord AB corresponding arc which is that is congruent. So AB congruent, so arc AC plus CB congruent chord CD is, so corresponding arc CB plus BD. So arc ACB plus arc CBD congruent, corresponding chords are congruent, means chord congruent, so corresponding arcs are congruent. So major arc ACB is equal to major arc CBD. So see, major arc ACB is equal to major arc CBD. So here is I write the major arc ACB is equal to AC plus CB. Major arc ACB is equal to AC plus CB. So here is we put the values of here. And second thing, major arc CBD is equal to CB plus BD. So second thing is also right here. the CBD. So major arc CBD is equal to this CB plus BD. So major arc CBD is equal to major arc CB plus major arc BD. From first and 2 and third, 1 2 3, what you get? Major arc AC plus major arc CBC, major arc AC plus major arc CB. ACB arc and CBD arc are congruent, so major arc AC plus major arc CB, here is written major arc AC plus major arc CB, then is equal to major arc CB plus major arc BD. So if you are observe this, here is major arc CB, here is major arc CB, so major arc CB is cancelled. So what is remain? Major arc AC is equal to major arc BD is remains. So that is prove what you want to prove. So the arc AC is equal to arc BD. Such a way we prove that. So remember my students, the 3.3, all the three problems, there is only three problems and all the three problems we are taken. So you can write all this problem first in the class notebook, and then you are write this all this problem into the homework notebook. Means homework is that you can solve all these problem in the for homework also. Means first you write three problems in class notebook, and then homework is again solve these three problems in homework notebook and solve the theorem also. Each and every day you can solve the theorems. Then if you like this whatever I taught you, if you like, then you are subscribe this channel and also send to your friends and say